Hello viewers, welcome to my channel, Sir Ken Math Hub, the solution to your math problems. Still on bearings, specifically under reverse or back bearing. Now question 3. If vector AB is giving us 5 kilometers at a bearing of 300 degrees, we have to find vector BA. So some of you are wondering why we are working under bearings and then we are having vectors here. Yes, this question is under vectors, but we can apply bearings to solve this particular question. Now, vectors can be represented using magnitude and direction, and that is what has been done here. We have a vector AB. So vector AB is more or less like we have two different points, point A and then point B. So vector AB here means that from A to B. So the location has been given us. You have to cover a distance of 5 kilometers in one direction, in the direction of 300 degrees. So the vector here, that is the interpretation. And we have to find vector BA. So vector BA means that this time we are moving from B towards A. So this time we are moving from B towards A. So from B towards A. So that's in terms of vector, it will be represented as vector BA. And what does vector BA shows? So it shows the back bearing, or it represents the back bearing. Now, in practice, let's look at something. Let's say point A is Kumasi. So let's say here is Kumasi, and then here is, let's say, Suhum. So we have two towns here, Kumasi to Suhum. And let's focus on the distance. Now let's say that the distance from Kumasi to Suhum, we are zooming. The distance from Kumasi to Suhum is 5 kilometers. We are assuming that the distance is 5 kilometers. What will be the distance from Suhum back to Kumasi? Provided we use the same route. We are talking about a situation whereby we use the same route. So obviously the distance is constant. The distance will never change. When you use the same route from Kumasi to Suhum, the distance we cover is the same as the distance when we are moving from Suhum to Kumasi. So that's the reason why even in the question, the distance did not change. The distance is constant, it will never change. In practice, it makes sense. But the bearing, here the bearing was given at 300 degrees. So the reverse bearing, it will definitely change. So now let's focus on the bearing. Let's focus on the bearing. So if the bearing of B from A measures 300 degrees, what will be the bearing of A from B? So obviously we have to apply the back bearing or the reverse bearing. So this time, since this is a multiple choice question, we are going by the formula method. Now the 300 degrees, the question is it more than 180 degrees or less than 180 degrees? So clearly the 300 degrees is more than 180 degrees. So what did we say concerning the back bearing? Anytime the given bearing is more than 180 degrees, the back bearing is giving us the given bearing here 300 degrees minus 180 degrees, and this should give us 300 minus 180 degrees. That should give us 120 degrees. So in conclusion, which of the alternatives should be the answer? So the distance will remain the same, 5 kilometers, but the bearing will have to change to 120 degrees. So the right answer is D. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you next time.